Oh, well, it's a pleasure to be here and be talking to you, especially peri-pandemic. For you to make the effort to come out here means a lot, I think, and I think it's going to help a lot of people potentially. I'm David Armstrong. I'm a professor of surgery, even under the mask, and I run the Southwestern Academic Limb Salvage Alliance here at the Keck Medical School of University of Southern California. So as we sit together today talking amidst this pandemic, every 1.2 seconds around the world there's a diabetic foot ulcer. Someone in the world gets an ulcer. About half the time those ulcers become infected, and now there is an amputation around the world every 20 seconds. And we think every 20 seconds that's a tragedy. And we think our goal is to make that a memory. And so the really important thing to do is to bring together teams like we have here at SALSA, technology like you are talking about and like we were talking about with in vivo 4D, and the patient into the middle of this team and technology. And with the team, with the technology, with the patient, and with tenacity, I think we can make a difference to help people move through the world a little better and keep a few more legs on a few more bodies. Because I think that's what we all deserve, no matter what our health and no matter what our age. That's a great question. Well, my first impression, I'm a bit of a geek when it comes to gadgets and things, and I thought when I first heard of being able to print out tissue in real life, this of course became the coolest thing I'd ever heard. Our group have had a long history of working with additive manufacturing and 3D printing, from everything from surgical instruments to surgical simulation technologies. This promises to be something that can be quite literally a technology that can add to saving a limb or even prolonging a life. So that is very exciting for us to evaluate and to see whether or not it has that kind of potential. So our plan initially is to evaluate, really to interrogate this technology in a series of patients here in the United States, and to evaluate it for safety and for its initial promise in treating very, very complicated diabetic foot wounds. Assuming that we get through that initial phase, we plan on doing a randomized controlled trial here to see how it performs against our best standard of care. And our hope is that we have something that will create an evolution, if you will, in taking care of diabetic foot wounds. And I can only hope that something like this serves as a platform to where we can be replacing not only tissue, but we can be replacing quality of life for our patients. And that's the big goal. Yeah, well, the concept just captures the imagination, doesn't it? We would see something like this in science fiction, like in Star Trek, but the ability to be doing something like this in real life promises a platform technology that I think could go well beyond just tissue repair and wound healing, and really go further into transforming a lot of areas in healthcare and beyond. It's exciting. I for one, am very excited.